Hello friends, I hope it's a good day for everyone. So this session is all about the certification Professional Scrum Master work. So Professional Scrum Master is a certification offered by the organization Scrum.Org. So it details about how we can implement the Scrum framework in our organization. What are the different types of Scrum artifacts, Scrum roles and all those things included in this Professional Scrum Master training. The professional Scrum Master training is taken by a professional Scrum trainer, and that's also one of the member approved by the Scrum.org. So I will be going through the topics that will be covered in the professional Scrum training course. This is also a 2-day training, so it is not a mandatory training to be attended before applying for a PSM certification. So if you have a good understanding of Scrum framework based on the Scrum guide, you can directly go to the scrum.org and apply for the PSM exam. So without any ado, let's start with the session. So first I will be going to the agenda. So it's all about the Scrum theory and the principles, the Scrum roles, the Scrum events and artifacts, the Scrum framework, the definition of done, the role of the Scrum Master, and how to apply Scrum in an organization, and how we can run a Scrum project. So just an info, all these informations are collected from the scrum.org, and I am only using this for the learning purpose only. So the first topic that they cover is all about the Scrum theory and the principles. So what are the agile values and principles that the Scrum is following? What is the empiricism? And what are the Scrum values? And the PST, the professional Scrum trainer, also gives examples for everything, especially the Scrum values, which are the 5 values, and provides one example for each of them. Then he will be moving toward the Scrum framework. So how the Scrum framework works. So in this picture, he will be explaining about all the important modules like product backlog, sprint planning, sprint backlog, Scrum team, daily Scrum, sprint retrospective, sprint review, and the increment. So once that is done, he moves towards the Scrum roles, like who is the product owner, what are his roles, and how he influences the development team in the Scrum team, and who is the development team, what is the size of the development team, and what is the size of the full Scrum team, and what are his characteristics, and what is the function of the development team. And the last point is the Scrum Master. Who is the Scrum Master, what is his functions, and how he facilitates the Scrum team. So he talks about various authority and all those things about the product owner, development team, and Scrum Master, and how they participate in the different sprint meetings and all those things. So moving on to the next topic is the Scrum events and artifacts. So we have 5 events and 3 artifacts. So the professional Scrum trainer makes sure that he goes through all the 5 events and explain them clearly so that they have a good understanding based on the Scrum time. The Scrum events are the sprint planning, the daily Scrum, the sprint review, and the sprint retrospective. And moving on to the artifacts, we have 3 artifacts like the product backlog, sprint backlog, and the product increment. Then we will be moving towards the topic, the definition of done. So how to deliver a done product increment, and understand how definition of done can be visualized and communicated within an organization, and what are the necessary trade-offs and compromises required to deliver done. So these are some of the topics that will be covered as part of definition of done. Then we will be moving on to the role of Scrum Master. So how he is a servant leader to the entire Scrum team, how he removes the impediment and becomes the impediment remover for the Scrum team and also to the organization, how he is a better facilitator to the Scrum team, and how he coaches and mentors the Scrum team, and how he teaches the Scrum team. So the PST will be taking one example on each of the topic, and he will be providing more details on the 5 roles of the Scrum Master. And the final topic is when to know that the organization is ready to apply Scrum. Who can talk to the organization about the Scrum framework and how it can be implemented, and what are the help that they needed when we implement a Scrum in the organization, and after implementing a Scrum in an organization, how we can run a pilot project and also start using the Scrum in major project also. So the PST provides more details on how this can be done and how it will be helpful and how the Scrum Master helps in all these scenarios, etc. So these are some of the topics that are covered in the professional Scrum Master, and I believe this is of some help to some of you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Bye.